What's going on, YouTube? It's Slight here, coming at you from the game room down here in my office, and just want to go ahead and post my first video in a while here, give you guys an update of some of the new toys that I'm going to be working with on this channel, and just give you a heads up on what's been going on and what I've been up to. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So we got a little bit of a mix of the old and the new. So about 1 month ago, my cheapo plastic and aluminum tripod that I picked up from Walmart Meijer for about 20 bucks, I actually broke the the video head, if you can call it that. This is more of a excuse of a video head, but you can see there it just cracked clean in half down there and became essentially useless. So I kind of use that as an excuse to get a little bit more knowledge about photography and videography and whatnot, and it kind of snowballed from there on out, as most things do. So I went from this Sunpack $20 tripod over to this wonderful set of Manfrotto legs that you see here. This is actually the Manfrotto 546B aluminum tripod legs that has a 44-pound weight capacity here on the head of the tripod. I do have everything supported with the Manfrotto 520 ball adapter, which lets you screw things on here, and then you can rotate and level or whatever that you want to do with whatever you have on top there. I do have a Konova K2 100mm slider here. My badge fell off, and we have a ball head adjuster here with a Canon T5i digital camera on the top there. And everything was picked up secondhand. I didn't get anything new out of the box aside from one or two of the lenses here, but just a little bit of background about me. I come from a metrology company as an occupation, and specifically metrology in structured light and digital imaging, and we do a lot of photogrammetry with high-end cameras similar to the one you see here. Mainly the more full frame and far more expensive than the Rebel series, but that's a moot point. So that's kind of what got me interested in the whole videography, photography scene, was starting the job that I work at now, and learning more about just photography and taking photos in general. So about a year ago, I picked up my Zoom Q8, which all my original videos on my channel were filmed in. And the Zoom Q8 it's a good and adequate camera, but I was stretching the limits of its capabilities. It's not designed for close-up work in low light situations. It's designed for lit stage performances, so you're able to get that wide angle lens that it is equipped with, cross coverage over a well lit stage, and have multiple audio inputs that it does have. So I wasn't properly utilizing that particular camera. So I did some research and figured that I might as well go with a digital SLR style, mirrorless camera style, whatever have you. So as you know, they're quite expensive. So I did some research and ended up finding up this particular deal here. And after selling the Q8, I only spent about $15 on this particular camera, upgrading to it. And it came with the kit lens that you see down there in my case that I actually got secondhand as well. There's my slider stuff, all the additional parts that come with it. Probably will never use it because it'll be on this tripod its entire life. I like this setup because it is nice and heavy, very sturdy, and I don't get any tilt when the camera slides to either end like I did on that piece of junk. My camera case here is a standard hard case here that was used for our photogrammetry cameras out of my office, and this one has actually been recycled. It was for an old Kodak camera that was much larger than the APS-C sensor size camera that you see there. So I filled it with this peel and pluck foam, and then basically hacksawed my patterns that I wanted into it. So the audio, once I get my audio recording device, is going to be a shotgun mic here. This is a HTDZ HT81 shotgun microphone. I also have a voiceover mic, dynamic mic. This is the Audio Technica ATR 2100. This is USB and XLR compatible. We have my mic stand here, battery and charger compartments. I just did 2 lenses here. This is the standard kit lens, 18 to 55. Terrible low light lens. Primarily I'm shooting here in my office in my basement, and I don't have any proper lighting set up yet, which is another attribute as to why my old videos are pretty bad in general quality. And the third lens, or well, I'll show you the other one. This is technically the second one you're going to be seeing here, is the Rokinon Cine lens here. This is a 85mm lens, and it's a fully manual lens via the aperture and the focus here. And there's no electronics on this particular lens at all. I love this lens. I actually prefer working with a Cine lens in most cases because you have that level of control. The aperture is very adjustable to minute fractions, as well as the focus on here. The level of travel for each ring is far greater than that on a photography lens, because these are made for cinema lenses. You want to be able to dial in your focus and your apertures precisely, as opposed to generalizing with a photography lens. And the last lens that I do have right now is the Canon 50mm 1.8 STM lens. So this is the newest revision of Canon's 50mm, and as I stated previously, it is on the Canon T5i body. Not the newest camera, not the best camera, but it was cheap and it's effective, so that's what we're going to be using. So let's look at some of the equipment here that I picked up for the channel. If you want me to do a review on any one item specifically, just go ahead and drop me a comment below. I'll be glad to go ahead and do a review up for you guys and tell you more about some of the specific items individually, if that's something you want to know more about. If you have any suggestions on any items I should pick up for the channel, go ahead and let me know. One thing I am definitely looking forward to is my LED lighting. I haven't exactly chosen which lighting setup that I want to use, whether it be a softbox or a LED panel. I'm not really sure. Recommendations on that would be helpful as well. And the item that I do want to get, and I pretty much have been set on it, is a Zoom H6 recorder, because I was very impressed with their quality on the Q8 that I did have. So I'll be looking to go ahead and pick up probably the H6 is what I'm thinking of. If not, it'll be the F1 Field, the newer version, because of its compact size and whatnot. So probably, like I said, if you guys have any other suggestions, go ahead, drop me a comment below, and we'll catch you next time. Appreciate it.